You planned an incredible retreat. But now what? If you're not turning that one event into 6 months of content, clients, and momentum, you're missing out on some serious ROI. Most people treat the retreat like a 3-day show. The lights go down, guests go home, and the magic fades. But a retreat can fuel your business for months if you know how to stretch it. In this video, I'm going to show you 4 ways to turn your retreat into months of content and growth. You'll see exactly how to repurpose what you already have, extend the attendee journey, build your testimonial system, and even build evergreen offers so that your event continues bringing in revenue long after it's over. Think of your retreat as a live content studio. Everything that is happening in that room is raw material, not just memories, but for marketing. Here's what usually happens. You finish the retreat, you post a pretty recap gallery, and then it's back to business as usual and scrambling to figure out what you're going to put online. That's a missed opportunity, because with the right plan, your retreat can stock your content for at least 6 months. So let's break it down. First, capture while it's all happening. Don't rely on guest phones and random snapshots. Have a photographer or one designated person whose sole job is to document the event. And I don't just mean group shots. I'm talking about the in-between moments. The laughter around the table, somebody scribbling down notes, a hug after a major breakthrough. Those little scenes tell the story better than anything you could script out. Second, think video. Short clips, even 10 to 15 seconds can go a long way. A clip of you welcoming the group, a pan of the room during a workshop, or a guest sharing a win on the spot. These clips become reels, B-roll for sales pages, or teasers for your next event. And now once the retreat is over, you're not done. This is where you build your story bank. Go through all the photos, videos, and clips and pull out the best moments and put them in a simple folder system. Photos for social media posts and blogs. Clips for reels, ads, and YouTube. Quotes and testimonials for captions, emails, and sales pages. Here's where the 6 months of content comes from. Instead of posting everything in 1 week, space it out. For example, week 1, share a quote with a group photo. Week 3, post a reel or even a behind the scenes moment, or even everybody laughing before a session begins. Week 6, use an email to anchor an email campaign. Week 10, share a blog post like 3 lessons from hosting my last retreat, and then illustrate it entirely with images from that retreat. See how this works? One retreat gives you a pipeline of authentic, real stories. And that story-driven content will outperform anything that you come up with from scratch. So the big takeaway here is that your retreat isn't just an event. It's the strongest content engine that you'll create. When you plan for it, you don't just get 3 days of magic. You walk away with months of stories and proof that keeps your audience engaged and remembering you. Now, capturing content is huge, but that is only just one piece. The real growth comes when you keep that energy alive after the event, because what you do in the weeks that follow will determine if this is a one-time event or the start of an ongoing client journey. A retreat does not stop with the goodbye hugs. For your guests, the hardest part is actually after they go home. They're fired up, they've had their breakthroughs, but then the inbox starts to fill up. The kids need attention. Life gets noisy. And that retreat glow fades. And if you let that happen, you lose momentum. Guests remember that they had a great time, but they don't stay connected to you, which means they're less likely to sign up for your next offer, refer a friend, or come back again. So here's how you keep that journey alive after the retreat. Step 1, follow up fast. Within 48 hours, send a thank you note. Keep it warm and simple, but add a little spark. Maybe a highlight photo, a quick recap, or even a Spotify playlist that captures the retreat vibe. The goal is to help them relive that energy right away. Step 2, host a reunion call. 2 or 3 weeks later, invite everybody back on for a call online. This doesn't have to be fancy, even a 45-minute Zoom call will suffice. Give them space to share what has shifted since the retreat. You'll be surprised by how many new stories and testimonials will surface here. Record the call, and now you've got fresh material to share. Step 3, keep the community alive. Chances are you probably created a WhatsApp group or a Voxer group to keep communications while you were on site. If that's the case, don't let it die the second people go home. Instead, set a timeline for it. Keep it open for an additional 30 days and use it intentionally. Share reflection prompts, drop bonus resources, or celebrate wins as they come. And step 4, bridge to the next step. Don't let the retreat stand alone. Offer early access to your next event, a bonus if they join your mastermind, or a personal invite into your coaching program. The retreat was the spark. This is where you fan the flames. When you support people after they leave, it doesn't feel like the retreat has ended. It feels like it has grown into a community, and that's what keeps you top of mind. Keeping the journey alive is what turns a retreat into a community. But here's where you can take the impact even further, making sure that their stories and breakthroughs don't stay in the room, because those stories are your most powerful proof. Think about it. You can tell people that your event was life-changing, but nothing builds trust like hearing it from someone who was actually there and impacted. And yet most hosts leave this part to chance. They hope guests will post a photo on Instagram, or they wait months later to ask for a testimonial and the energy has already worn off. That's like trying to catch lightning in a bottle. It rarely works. So here's how to build a system that makes collecting testimonials simple, natural, and reliable. Step 1, prepare before anyone arrives. Have a plan for where these stories will live. Maybe it's a Google form with 2 to 3 short answers, or a survey in your retreat app where people can drop their feedback. Keep it easy and mobile friendly so people can answer it on their phone in 2 minutes. Step 2, schedule reflection time in your agenda. Don't wait until the very end where everyone's exhausted and rushing to pack. Build in time when the energy is still fresh. For example, after a big session, ask, what's one thing that clicked for you today? Not only does it deepen their learning, but it also gives you a steady stream of authentic sound bites. Step 3, capture reactions in real time. This is where you'll want a helper. Ask a team member or a trusted guest to pull people aside for a quick video snippet. One question is enough. What's been the most valuable portion of this retreat so far? You'll be amazed at how natural and heartfelt the answers will be in that moment. Step 4, collect the quiet wins too. Not everyone wants to be on camera. For those guests, use written prompts. Slips of paper during dinner, a quick survey link, or a group reflection wall where people can write down words or phrases. Those also become great visuals. And here's the most important part. Don't just wait until after the event has ended to collect these. Build it into the retreat itself so that it feels like it's part of the event and not just another task. When you build a testimonial system into your retreat, you never walk away empty-handed. You leave with a library of real stories and real voices. The kind of proof your event way better than any sales copy ever would. So now you've got the content, you've extended its journey, you've built your testimonial system. Last piece is about making your retreat keep working for you. Turning parts of your retreat into evergreen resources that keep working for you long after it's over. Here's the key. You don't want or need to hand out everything that you've done in this retreat. The exclusivity of being in the room with you is what makes this event special. But you can take small pieces and repackage them so that your retreat feels growth beyond those 3 days. Let me give you a few ways to do this. Polish your retreat materials. If you created a workbook or a resource guide, pull out a lighter version as a freebie. Attendees keep the full premium version while your wider audience gets some value. Clip and tease. If you recorded parts of your retreat, don't release the whole thing. Share highlight moments. A 2-minute breakthrough clip, a short lesson, or a group celebration. Enough to spark curiosity without giving away the full experience. Repackage exercises. Let's say you led a deep journaling workshop. You can record a shorter version, maybe 1 or 2 of the prompts, and share it as a bonus as part of your coaching program or as a standalone resource. The immersive live experience stays with the attendees. Build continuity products. Take one framework, exercise, or tool from the retreat and expand it into something that clients can use in between the events, like a mini course, a guided audio, or a template. It bridges the gap between retreats without replacing the full experience. And create new products from feedback. Pay attention to questions, themes, and conversations that come up again and again. Those are gold. If half the group struggle with the same challenge, that's a perfect idea for a workshop or a mini course, or even your next program. The retreat becomes your built-in focus group. Think of it this way. Your retreat is both the event and the seed for future offers. You're not rerunning the same thing. You're using what surfaced in the room to design resources that meet your audience exactly where they are. When you create evergreen resources from your event, you're not giving away the full experience. You're pulling the most valuable resources, the tools, the highlights, even the insights that surface from conversations, and shaping them into offers that keep serving your audience long after. One retreat really can fuel months of content in your business, in your client relationships, and even in the offers you create. And in the next video, we'll take it one step further. I'll show you why the leaders that you admire don't wait for permission. They create their own stage. Click the video on your screen right now.